Hey guys, Mike Pattern Traders. Monday, November 15th. Real quick update on BTC. 5-minute update on BTC. Before I go into the details of the micros, I'm going to just go over the 12-hour stamp time frame. You had your first top that took place on October 20th, which is very important and very pivotal, especially because that's the first time that the signal line and the trend line crossed together since here. So bullish cross September 30th. Bearish cross, like let's just say October 20th, right? Within a month period. First top, 15% dump took place. 15% dump took place down, came over here. So now you have your swing high, and you got your swing low. Okay. Just put it the way. Just put it. You know what? That wick is weird. I don't like that wick. Put it over here. Did Binance have that wick? No, exactly. No, that's a weird wick. I don't know what this means right here. Ignore it for the time being. Anyway, you go back up, you deviate the original all-time high, and then you collapse. The only good thing about this, okay, let's not say the good thing. The only positive behavior that I could flip my bias with is the fact that we kept support. So if you take everything off and you just have one line up and you put your line at this order block over here, this SR flip, right? It's order block, SR flip, resistance, resistance, resistance. You break above, you come back down, you create around the bottom on the lower time frame. It's around the bottom. You sweep the original first low, take out the flat open candle, and you start pumping up. See, if you're just looking at this right here, this looks beautiful. This looks like a typical SR flip, meaning support flip to resistance, okay? I'm leaving that. But if you actually start talking about highs and lows, okay, this is still a high, it's a higher high. This is still your trap longs, no matter how we paint it. Doesn't matter how we paint it. Longs are trapped here. You deviated. You know what? I'm just gonna call it deviation. Deviation. It's a lot easier. People don't get confused. That's still your deviation. And now we're up against that resistance again. That's 66. So this is a very, very strong area in my eyes to knock us right back down to range low. And the reason I'm saying that is, I'm not even going to look at the oscillators. I don't want to confuse you guys. If you are overextended, right, the way we're overextended, more likely than not, once you create a deviation of a high, or once you create a trap for longs, it's enough to send you back down. The only thing that's making me say, you know what, maybe this time it might be different, I know the saying, it might be different, is that we literally flipped this SR, right? This is resistance, this is resistance, and now it flipped to support. This is the only thing that's pretty much telling me, you know what, Mike, maybe this time it is different. So I'm not shorting by any means. I'm not that crazy. But you need to be a little cautious here in your longs. That's all. You're in a supply zone, a high time frame supply zone. It's not a joke. More likely than not, in a regular scenario, this does fall down, especially because you trapped enough people that you don't need to go back up. Most importantly, it's a 12-hour time frame. Plus, not only did you trap people, you fucking swept the high, man. So if I have to put a guess, I would say that normally if I didn't have this SR flip, this would have been an easy blind short opportunity down. But because I have the SR flip, I don't even want to think about shorts. This has a really good chance of going up to $71,000. So assuming this is bullish now, okay? Let's assume this is bullish. Take your, I'm not going to use that. That wick is just, I don't even know. I can't use that wick. That wick's terrible. Hit the 127, so the 121, the 1.6, so that means that if this should be, the 1-to-1 should be at least at 72, I think, right? 71, yeah. Okay, that'll be your target, guys. If this were to break out. If this were to break out, you're targeting, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. and you're targeting your 1-to-1, $71,000. Anywhere between $70,000 and $71,000 is your target if this is to break out. If this is to break down, I'm pretty sure it's the order block. Yeah, right here. You're taking these wicks out. You're taking these lows out, guys. You're taking out this, you're taking out this, and you're taking out this. $59,000. If this were to break down and do this. Keep that in mind, guys. On the top side, $70,000 to $71,000. On the downside, it's gonna be between 58.8 and 59.8. Should get it within the next 48 hours. I'll tell you that much. I don't think we're gonna range all week. This is gonna be a move that's probably gonna take place soon. If you look at the new PTT indicator with the squeeze, yeah, we're squeezing right now. We have a red triangle. Yeah, you see, I want to mention one more thing, guys. You see how the histo over here is massive, right? It's massive. We came out from the zero line. We're making smaller little histos. We break above and then became a massive histo, and we just expand to the top side. You see how the histo is over here? It's so tiny. It's been ranging. Okay, now let me show you guys something. We're still in a consolidation perspective right now. We didn't technically break out of the actual range itself. So if this thing does do a breakout, it's not going to basically do a, hey, let's go and do this. It's literally going to just do 1 or 2 dildos to the top side, because it's actually come from consolidation. The smaller the histo before the breakout, the bigger the breakout. It's the way it is. All right, that's good. Let me see now. RSX, I wanted to mention this yesterday. This, when you see this, guys, when you see that you're coming from a bottom where you have a green algo fire, you go up, and then you come and you're poking, you retest the signal line like this. You see how you retested it? Massively, massively bullish. See this little poke over here? Massively, massively bullish. This is considered a retest. This is considered a retest. This is considered a retest. You see this little retest? This is bearish, and you go down. This is bullish, and you go up, right? Same thing on the flip side. It mirrored it, literally. I'll go cross, down, retest, die. I'll go cross, up, retest, pump. Same shit on the flip side. It's the way it works. All right, you guys, you know where I stand with BTC. On the micros, be a little bit. Here we go. It might be a little bit more. It might be a little bit easier for you guys in the micros. Open up your VWAPs. We still got an untapped VWAP here at 66.5, and then another one is at 67.5. These two VWAPs, if they get tapped, they're probably going to reject us. I have no faith in us going past this anytime soon, unfortunately. And we are only at a 2-drive bottom. Now, this 2-drive bottom is still valid. Excuse me. Until we get back above the overthrow. The overthrow is officially at $67,000. Otherwise, this thing can literally go up to 66, 67.2, 67.3, and still come down and complete this 3-drive pattern. If we get over the overthrow, which is roughly about like 67.8-ish around here, and we start trading above this black line, if we start trading above this black line, consolidating, then yes, leg up for pretty confident. Probability will be high in the bulls. Right now, otherwise, this is still a drive 1. Drive 2, let us see what happens. This is your SR flip, right? When we spoke about this, you can use this line as well. You can use this over here, the midpoint, but I'm using the bottom. You can use this, look, right there. You can use this line. Doesn't matter. It's all relevant, right? You can use this consolidation under resistance, and then you go back above and you retest that support. It's fine. You can use that. I'm using the bottom line because of wicks. If we happen to come a wick down here to fill half the candle up, it's still valid. That's why I'm using the bottom line. I'll make this orange so I could be able to see it. Okay, so any kind of move to the downside, I'm buying. I still think we have one more drive to the top side. And don't be surprised if you see that this VWAP gets filled down here. This 61.9 VWAP gets filled. Don't be surprised. That's all I'm saying. And this is it. There's nothing else for me to tell you about BTC. Just be cautious. Just be cautious. Flow is beautiful. I got into a beautiful long yesterday. Wow, what a monster fucking candle. Love it. Let's go. This is beautiful. Obviously, this is going to be your first trouble area, so be careful when we get over here. I'm probably going to take at least half off. You know what? Actually, no. I'm going to take half off here. Taking half off here. Why? Because of this little shit. This little guy right there. I'm taking half off here. You actually know I'll do it after I finish this video. What else did I want to tell you guys? I mean, that's pretty much it, right? I don't need to tell you anything else. Let me see. 4 hour. Oh, Ethereum. I want to talk to you about Ethereum. Ethereum is very important to me. Ethereum is very important to me. Why is Ethereum important? Because Ethereum, if I'm not mistaken, broke the trend line, guys. Did it? Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, so close. So close. I don't think this is going to last, by the way, guys. This is not going to last. This is going to break down. I'm not for the freaking moon boys right now anymore for Ethereum. This little grind always ends up fucking rolling over. Sad as me to say, because I'm sitting in a freaking massive ETH long too. Yeah. Be careful with ETH. Be careful with ETH. Let me see what the upside is. The max upside. Ooh, 5,000 is beautiful. I actually like it. If we can get up there, I'm going to be freaking happy, I'll tell you that. Anyway, just be careful with Ethereum. The reason I'm telling you this is because a grind like this up for about a month does not end well, guys. It does not end well. It does not end well. You're not going to just basically go like this and then straight up to the top side. You're going to get some kind of like trap. Let's just say this happens here. I'm just going to give you an example. Where you break above massive candle, massive dump, and then just completely free fall. Something like this. Massive trap. Come down and you just free fall. So just be very careful. I'm not saying it's gonna go to 5,000. I'm just giving you an example that when you see a massive candle to the top side like this, and then you instantly reverse. Come on, man. And then you instantly reverse it. Just keep this idea on your chart. You get a massive candle to the top side like this. Consolidate for about a day or two. Some altcoins run. All of a sudden, you start dumping right back down and you start filling this candle up. Do not be bullish after that. Do not be bullish. Especially if you see this over the 4-hour time frame. If you see it on the 1 hour, who cares? But if you start seeing it on the 4, 5, or 12 hour, do not be bullish. Look, it did it over here too. It did it over here too. ETH is a king of doing this, guys, where it traps people. It basically creates a consolidation base. It expands, traps everybody, and then it dies. Consolidation base, expands, traps, dies. Looks like a penis, but excuse my language. So if in case it does it over here, be very careful, guys. If it does some shit like this, you know what? Maybe I could do. I'm not a fractal guy, by the way, man. There's a lot of stuff that I'm not. I could be such a better trader if I was a fractal guy. I'm not even kidding. I could have. So let's grab it from the bottom. So let's just assume if it does something like this, the bottom we said, right? Yeah, something like this. Be very careful. Be very careful. I think this one is even worse. Bottom, and then come over here. Get this out of here. Yeah. There you go. This looks a little bit more logical because then you come right back down to the base over here. And you fill this whole gap up. So just be very careful, guys. This grind up is not always good to see. Oh shit, my flow. Oh shit, my flow. I made a challenge with myself, by the way, guys. I deposited $200 on FTX strictly for leverage trading. Strictly for leverage trading. And I'm doing, I think 20x or 10x. I forgot what I was putting in. I don't remember what I had. But anyway, it's my third trade. I'm sitting at 1,500 so far. Not bad. My goal is to get that to at least like 40, 50K. With like one trade every maybe, I don't know, week or so. I'm not going to try to go crazy and do multiple trades. One, I just keep going all in. Just keep going all in until I either lose it or get it up to like $40,000, $50,000. We'll see what happens. Floor is one of my trades right now. I did ruin. What else do I want to talk to you guys about? LTC, you guys know where I stand. That's a lower high. That's definitely the lower high, by the way, guys. Oh, I wanted to show you guys the signal line for the 2-day. Did we cross? Oh, we're so close, guys. We're so close. Look at this. Very close. Oof. Once you cross the first cross, you gotta start being cautious after that. I mean, that was pretty much it. Trade safe, guys, and I see you in Discord. Any questions, feel free to DM me. Just be careful. Don't forget with BTC, this is your chart on the lower time frame. If you get a 3-drive pattern to the downside, it's $61,000. If you get above the red, then you obviously want to target. You obviously want to target the next VWAP, which is going to be roughly about 67.5. And if you get any acceptance above 67.8, any acceptance above this candle right here, any acceptance above here, more likely than not, guys, you're going to all-time highs. Very simple. Otherwise, this is still a range. This is still chop. Nothing's going on. You are above the median, which is roughly about 65.3, which is good. Now, all you want to do is be patient and wait for what to form, guys. Most important thing today, it's your Monday range. Open up your PT, open up your daily open up your weekly open, and just sit and wait until this Monday range gets established. If the low is roughly in around 65.3, which I doubt it, but just say it is. Look, we have a high and we have a low, all put in already, supposedly. So wait until we actually create the range, and then we can make a decision tomorrow as to what needs sweeping. Don't forget, the Monday range always gets swept in one direction. So you basically could tell yourself one trade per week will have a high probability success rate if I play strictly just a sweep. You can still do your altcoins, you can still do your regular trades, but dedicate a small amount of your portfolio in playing the sweep every week. I did it for about maybe 7-8 months. It worked. Where I said, you know what, I'm going to dedicate these $5,000 just to the sweep, and it worked. It's going to be a 50-50 shot, guys, right? You're either gonna play the low getting swept or the high getting swept. You're not going to get a better probability trade if you're unsure of behavior and trend than that. Once the Monday range gets established, tell yourself, all right, look at the oscillators. Are my oscillators bullish or are they bearish? If they're bullish, that means that technically speaking, you're going to go sweep the low, the Monday low, and then carry on. At that point, you punch a long, target weekly open, Monday high. It's really a simple factor, and it works like 9 out of 10 times. You just have to be really spot on with your direction. That's about it, guys. Cheers.